Good morning. I am just setting out on my second day of Hadrian's Wall path. I just left the Sandysike Campsite. Really lovely campsite. Beautiful view. It's on this couple's farm, and kind of reminds me of something from like Jane Austen with like the buildings in the courtyard and things. They gave me a bacon buddy, which I found out is basically like a hamburger bun with butter and warm bacon on it. But yeah, I slept really well last night. It did get cold, maybe upper 40s at one point, but it is probably in the 60s by now. I have a 15-mile day, but I'm getting a much earlier start today. It's 8:40 right now. Yesterday I didn't start hiking till the afternoon, so I should be able to make it in plenty of time. The trail is going to start to get more difficult today. I'm going to have some climbing, I think, toward the end, and from what I could tell, it looked like about 2,000 feet of ascent, which, you know, shouldn't be a problem for me, but it will just kind of make things a little slower. So just to show a balanced point of view, because I feel like a lot of people show all the beautiful parts about Hadrian's Wall, but this is a lot of the time you're just kind of walking around these cow plops through these fields, and sometimes the path can be pretty muddy and gross, which I was not expecting at all, because nobody ever talks about that. Case in point. Ooh. Bought myself a can of Coke from the Honesty box, which I'm just having with some cashews I brought. I was checking out the ingredients on this Coke can, and not only does it have sugar in it, as opposed to high fructose corn syrup, but it says caffeine flavoring. So does that mean there's not actually caffeine in it? I am confused. And there is a porta potty. Looked like it hadn't been cleaned in a while. I think I personally would have rather peed in the woods. Alright, getting back on trail. So, in 3/4 of a mile, we are going to see our first section of wall. So, I'll talk about that when we get there, but I'm really excited because so far we haven't really seen any of the wall, or really that much in terms of historical significance. But today we're gonna get to see a lot of it, so can't wait to show you. I almost missed it, but that's it right here. So if we can go in and check it out. This section is actually a reconstruction from the 19th century, but using the original stones. So, otherwise, this would have been, I guess, the highest surviving portion of the wall. I think they say it was 15 feet high originally. So this is Banks East Turret 25A. Looks like I have good timing because the tour bus is just leaving. So, wow. So look at how wide this is. This is probably like 10 feet wide right here. And this is all original. And oh, that's what it would have looked like. Okay, so this is kind of like the tower part. And here's the inside. Some soldiers would have lived in here. Nice view too. So this is the Pike Hill signal towers built before Hadrian's Wall. So I guess that's what's remaining of it. They incorporated this into Hadrian's Wall when they built it. They used it to signal to other towers using fire and smoke. Hi, precious. Oh, you're pooping. So here's another turret. This is the Lee Hill Turret 51B. This one's Sandysike Turret. This one looks smaller. This one has a toilet. Isolis, drinks, some snacks. Trying out these cheesy chip things. There we go. This feels a little more like home. I think this is the longest stretch of wall remaining. This is Harrow Scar Mile Castle 49. So this was a gateway you could pass through the wall. That's what it looked like. They're about every Roman mile. Cool. So a water station, maybe flapjacks? Oh, I get to find out what a flapjack is. Pretty much a granola bar. This is Thirlwall Castle. It's built from stones from the wall. I think it said it was built in the 13th century and was standing until sometime in the 18th or 19th century, and then people started taking stones from it, and then trees started growing in it and stuff, so it kind of fell apart. Cool. I have a visitor center over here. I might be able to get something to eat. I just had a nice break at that visitor center. They did have some Wi-Fi, so I was able to send some messages and download a couple videos. They had some light refreshments for sale, some like soda drinks, some beer, and like flapjacks and chips and things. I guess they were out of sandwiches. Bummer. So I just got a little bag of chips, a rose lemonade, and I got a beer for later. And we're walking by this quarry. See if I can get a better view of it. But I still have 5 miles to get to camp, and it's 4:19 p.m. So I'm hoping to make it by like 7 o'clock latest. But I do have a big climb toward the end that is probably going to slow me down quite a bit, as big climbs toward the end of the day tend to do. I kind of think we're going to go up there. I see something that looks like a wall. We'll find out. This is a really nice change of pace. I like it when it's these rocks instead of like hard pavement or poop grass. We were just down there and we came up, and now we're still going up. But here's the wall. Oh wow, this is really cool. They say that this is some of the highest surviving portions of the wall. I remember it used to be 15 feet. That looks like it probably could be over my head. Look at that. So nice up here. 365-degree views. No wonder they put a tower up here. Why do they have a barbed wire fence? Like, oh, if you almost fall off a cliff, we're gonna prick you. Man. Look at this one sheep sitting up here looking all majestic. It's hard to tell where the trail goes up here because it's so wild. Holy cow. Nothing but sheep all around me. I feel like I'm on the Franconia Bridge of England. It's pretty cool. Looks like we go down there and then loop back around and go all the way up there. Climbing up this, but look at what's behind me. Wow. This one's standing right in the road. Thank you. All these ferns. Some Okay, so those are called brackens. What is that? Oh my god. Trees! Whoa! Far Out says this is an unexcavated fort. So I think this is actually the quarry, and now it is a pond. Here's another mile castle. You see what it would have looked like. Pretty big. We're walking right alongside the wall now. Let's play Is It a Rock or Poop? Poop. 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 You know what? It's all poop. Alright, we're ending the day with a bit of a climb. And we have about a mile left to camp. And it's 6:44. So this is a late day. I swear every time I turn around, the pictures just keep getting better. Here's my junction for camp. Okay, this is a lot farther than it looks. I think we found it. I just set up my tent, and this tarp's still pretty wet, so I'm just letting that air out before I put it up. And voila! I bought this beer from the visitor center I stopped at. So I thought it was funny, it only has 2.8% alcohol, but I carried it all this way, so I can drink it tonight at like 9:15 p.m. Cheers! It's weird. It's like a lemonade. It's an IPA shandy, so it's a juice.